This channel is a member of the Astral Stars, which means we have a zero-tolerance policy against the harassment of others. Anybody who violates that policy will be banned. For further information, please visit www.theastralstars.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Sylvia from Form Prints. Welcome to another episode of Astral Auto Repairs. Can you dig it? Make sure to check out my channel by clicking on the link in the description below. Hope you enjoy your video.
Alright, check that out. If you want your video in our channel, then the link is in the description below. And the next part.
Good.
Okay, hold on. My name is Zion. Welcome to Astral Auto Repair. Today we have a 2002 Honda Accord. We're going to see what the customer's complaint is. No. You know
Okay.
Yeah, check that out. If you want your video on our channel, then the link is in the description. Just check that out. And welcome to Astral.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Zion. Welcome to Astral Auto Repair.
Oh, what?
Oh, I thought you were going to cut it from like a...
No, I ain't cutting nothing.
Okay,
We'll put everything in there.
Yeah, check that out. If you want your video on our channel, then the link is in the description below. Welcome to Astral Auto Repair. Today we have a 2002 Honda Accord, and our customer's complaint is that it doesn't start. So we're going to check that out.
Alright guys, we had to jump the battery out. So here we got the jumper cables on it, connect to another vehicle. And now I'm going to crank it to see what we got, how it sounds. Alright, so we can crank it. Alright, so we got a crank with no start. So the next thing we're going to do, we need to find out whether it's lost spark or fuel. So I'm going to get my spark tester, see if we can reach the injectors back here to check injector pulse and fuel. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. You definitely want to have something like this. This is called a spark tester, and what it does is test the spark to make sure spark is getting down to the spark plugs. Alright, so we're going to pull off one of our wires here. And what this spark plug does is the spark plug tester goes between the wire and the plug. So one end hooks on into there. Dang it. It's close enough. The other end goes down onto the spark plug. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to crank the engine, and Zion, you should see this thing light up. It should flash. That'll let us know that spark is getting there. Alright, so you ready? Now it's going to be kind of difficult to see, so better yet, get your shadow over that.
Yeah, over it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, what did it do?
I didn't see anything.
Huh?
Nope. I saw maybe a little small one, but...
Alright, go closer. Come a little closer. Now.
Zoomed all the way in.
Alright, now watch. You're going to see a little light right inside there.
Alright.
The little light going to flash.
Okay.
Just it flashes.
Alright. Alright, yep.
Yeah. Now the problem here is it a little bit and then it stopped. Alright, so we do have somewhat a little spark going here. Now the thing we're going to find out whether we got whether the fuel pump is coming on. A good way of checking that is, okay, Zion, come back here. Dang it. We're going to open up the gas thing, and I'm going to put the key on, and you're going to put your ear right close to there, and you're going to hear something go bzzz. The fuel pump actually going to come on.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to get that set up, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to put the microphone right close up to here so you guys can hear it. I'm going to get that microphone, forget the where they sit, right there, and we're going to see if we can hear that. Okay, you heard it, Zion?
Yep.
All right, you heard it. So we know our fuel pump is coming on. Just because the fuel pump is coming on does not necessarily mean that the fuel pump is good. So let's go back up to the front. We'll be right back. All right, guys, the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna check injector pulse. Injector pulse is very important when you're diagnosing the vehicle because you can have spark, you can have fuel, but if those injectors are not pulsing, this car's not gonna start. So it's kind of difficult to get to the injectors, but we're gonna have to pull this little thing up here, little tab right here. We're gonna push that little tab back that way to pick up the entire harness. And there's two tabs, one over here also. This thing is getting stuck up here. We got one up. Dang it. Can I see an injector down there? Okay, 1, 2. All right, now back down here, way over down there, there's one of our injectors. So I'm gonna try to plug it right there. There's a little tab that I can squeeze in and unplug it, which is not too hard to do. I can get it. Dang it. What the heck? Oh, I'm sorry, there's two tabs on this. Okay, there we go. Okay, got one of the injectors unplugged. Now the next thing I'm going to use is called the injector pulse injector tester. Got this little kit right here. Just like the Noid, just like those, these are called Noid lights. So just like the spark tester, you're going to see a little light. I'm going to find one of these that connects to here. And I'm going to plug it up. Just like that. And we're going to keep it in the shade so we can see the light. Now when I crank the engine over, Zion's going to see that thing, and that thing is going to flash also. That's going to let me know that the computer is sending the signals to the injectors. So, hopefully you'll be able to see that. Ready? Mm-hmm. Oh, my bad.
Do it again. Can't really tell. Can't really
Not
tell.
sure? Okay, when you get like that, you gotta put your hands over to something, get some shade.
Right. Right. Yeah. All right, that's true.
Try it now.
Hold on. Do it again.
Huh?
Want me to crank it, see if you can see it? Alright.
Alright, Zion's gonna go crank it and we're gonna see if we can. Okay, stop. Alright guys, we got nothing at all. I didn't see this thing flash or nothing. So right now, we got nothing coming in. And just in case, what we're gonna do here is, let me pass you the camera back. Just to make sure we got a good connection, we're going to turn this around, because sometimes that does make a difference. Why? I have no idea, but it does. It is kind of a different kind of. All right. So, matter of fact, Simon, if you want to stand to the front and use your shadow. That little part right here, that's going to light up.
All right.
Maybe. Flash.
No type of flashing at all.
None at all.
Nope.
All right, let me verify that also. All right. So let's get right here, guys. Let's go over here. Okay, good. All right, so we got nothing at all. So we got a serious issue here. So now we can have two problems here. We can have one, we can have an issue with the distributor, or we can have an issue with the computer, or we can have a problem with a blown fuse or something going to the power side of that injector. So what we're gonna do is get us our power probe, and we're gonna do some testing. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we got our power probe hooked up. Now the next thing we need to do is make sure we got power, and well, one of them we're gonna be missing power or the pulse coming from the computer. So what we need to do is disconnect our Noid light. Now with the key turned in the on position, one of these wires are going to be hot. We're going to get 12 volts, which means our power probe is going to light up like this. A little red light and that sound. Now if it's grounded, it's going to light up green, like that, and a different kind of tone. So, what I'm going to do is go over here. Yeah, let me test it. All right, there's your power probe.
All right.
Then what you're going to do here, one hand is going to hold this plug up. Now I'm going to cut the key on, and you're going to put that power probe into each of those ports.
Okay.
And one of them should light up red.
All right.
All right. Let me cut the key on. Let's see if let's see if we can get a focus of what Zion at. There he is right there. All right, keys on. All right. Test it again. All right, so we got one. All right, now, as we can see, we got one, so we know we got power to the injectors. Now, the way the injector works, and I'm going to explain this to Zion too. You got an injector, got a little. Let's say if this is the injector, and you got fuel pushing down on this injector. You got a positive wire and you got a negative wire. When they activate, this little pintle right here will open up and spray gas into the cylinder. Now, how does that work? So one side's got to be hot. We got that. The other side's coming from the computer grounds the other side. It grounds it like this to open and close it. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take the power probe on the side that Zion didn't have nothing. We're going to hold, well, one of them, we're going to hold it there and crank the engine. If the computer is sending out the signal to the injector, that light will flash green. All right, so Zion, I need you to go put the key in the on position. And tell me when it's on. Okay, now we're going to still here. Let's make sure we got which one is red. And that one. Okay, that one right there. So I'm going to take this one right here. I'm going to make sure I'm making a good connection inside there. And what I'm going to do here, let me turn the camera right here. Let's turn the camera a little bit. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to have Zion crank the engine, and that little light should start flashing green. All right, ready? All right, we got nothing, which means the computer is not sending the signal to that injector to open it up. Now, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go over here and we're going to take off the distributor cap, because we need to see what's inside here, because our crank sensor, cam sensor, everything is inside that distributor. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, here we go. We need to take a look at what's under this distributor cap. And this cap has three bolts, either 7mm, or you can use a Phillips screwdriver. I'd rather use a 7mm, and what I'm going to use is a 7mm 1/4" drive socket, and I'm going to use my 4" extension, or maybe 5" extension, and we get these bolts. The reason why I'm using 5" because there's a bolt way up under here that's kind of difficult to get to, and let me see if I can reach it up under here. It's very difficult to get to. All right, I am just about on it. And if you look right over here, you can see the end of my ratchet, end of my extension, right down there. So, I am just got enough room to get my 1/4" drive ratchet get in there and take that out. Dang it. All right, so let's take all three out and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. I took the bottom bolt loose. Now, Zion, take the other two bolts out.
All right. So you see right inside of that loosen. All right. It doesn't even feel like it's spinning. Okay.
Now, when you get it like that, like the bolt's so loose that now, even when you go the other way, it's still turning. So use this hand to hold in place, or you can take the sock, take the ratchet off, and just use it like that. Now that bolt's not going to come all the way out. It's going to stay right there in the cap.
Okay.
Now you got one more down there. All right, he's taking that one out. We'll be right back. All right, he got all the bolts out. Now I have not told him how to do this off camera. So, Zion, you can take that cap and swing it around, take it off.
That.
Yeah, that's a little problem right there, isn't it? All right, so he's got a little problem right there because you can see the cap will not come all the way off because it's hitting against it. So, all right, Zion, what do you need to do? How are you going to get that off? Now, the reason why I'm doing that to him, guys and girls, is to teach him how to improvise on the situation, how to resolve an issue, whether it's this, whether it's something in life, how to resolve this problem.
Guessing. There we go.
Well, I didn't expect him to do that, didn't he? He ain't got it off yet.
I almost had it. No. I don't think let's try your way.
No. I was thinking if this was your car and you had to get, if I was going to charge you $1,000 to get that off, and you don't got the $1,000, you figure a way of getting that off. So now the thing is to figure out why won't it come off.
Because it is.
All right, so maybe you need to move that out the way. So what is that connected to?
It's connected to this.
There you go. Now you're thinking.
Okay.
So
now, can you unattach this?
Now we can unattach that, or you can go over here and do a little. That's under the hook, and this one over here. Now pick that top up. There you go.
Gotcha.
Swing it out of the way. Look at that. There you go.
Okay.
All right. We'll be right back. All right, guys. I got to do something that I really didn't want to do because I want our channel to be for the DIYers, but I have to pull out my Vantage Pro because we got to do we got to scope this thing out. Got to get away from to see if our camshaft positioning sensor is working. Now check this out. I'm about to introduce you guys to an $85 scope. That's right, one channel, $85 scope. That's going to help you out a lot. So let's go over here and put this vehicle in. We got a Honda, fuel injected, 2002. We got a cord. It's got the 2.3. Accept, yes. Now what's good about this one, but you ain't going to need this. Your $85 one, when you get it, won't have this information, so definitely make sure you follow our channel to keep up with this. So we're going to be checking out the CMP sensor. Scroll down. Now, what I like about the Vantage Pro is that I can go into component information that tells me what is that sensor used for. So I'm going to hit into yes. Now, the CMP sensor is a magnetic pulse generator. Sensor provides cylinder number 1 position input to ECM for fuel injection and ignition timing. So if that sensor is no good, this car will not start. I will not get injector pulse. So let's go back. Let's go back to test. Key on engine cranking test, which is pretty good. Or I can go to signature test. All right, so we can go down there, and it tells me the yellow hook it up to the CMP signal, the black CMP negative. So what I can do is go over here to this side, and it shows me the connector and the color. So I'm going to be looking for a yellow wire and a black wire. I'm going to be hooking it up to the lab scope, to the scope, and what we're going to do here, I'm going to show you something here. Scroll down a little bit. And that's the waveform we're going to be looking for. It should appear in this window as the engine is cranking. If I don't get it, that means that thing is dead. Then I'm going to check voltage at the distributor, make sure we are getting voltage grounded and everything else. But that's going to be pretty much it. Alright, so we're going to get this, bring this out to the vehicle. We had to show you this in the truck because outside with the sun hitting it, you won't be able to see the screen. So let's get out to the car and hook this up, and then we're going to check it. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we're in a bad angle here because of the sun and all, but I got everything hooked up, and what I'm going to do now is go crank the engine over, and we're looking for a waveform pattern right here. So Zion's going to be looking, you see that yellow line down there, Zion? You're going to see that match up to a waveform pattern. So we'll go over here. Nope. Go over here. You down there is going to look like this.
Okay.
So tell me if you see anything down there.
All right.
All right.
All right.
See anything?
I saw something, but it didn't match.
Didn't match at all. All right, so that means our camshaft position center is not sending the signal out to the ECM. All right, so now we're going to just check power and grounds, which means I'm going to go over here. Where am I going to go at? I don't know. Oops. All right, so now we got our connector here. What we're going to do is check power at the distributor, and then we'll be good to go. We'll be right back. All right, guys, hope you can see this. Now we're looking for a black with a yellow wire, and we're going to see if this line goes up. It's going to go past, right now it's set to 10-volt scale, so it's going to go a little bit higher. We're looking for battery voltage with the key on, and I'm checking that wire. So, Zion, you keep an eye on that, and you tell me if you see that go up. That line went up?
Nope.
It didn't. Oh, that's right. How can it go up? And never mind. I'm confused. Yeah. All right. It lit up. The power probe lit up, so I know I got 12 volts there. So we are good to go. This camshaft position sensor is no good, and that's part of the distributor. So we got to definitely change this. Dang it! Drop that down there. Son of. Dang it. Definitely change that distributor. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, girls, there you have it. We gotta let the customer know, see if she wants to get the distributor or if she's gonna get it herself, order it online. Again, I really don't like pulling out the Vantage Pro or any kind of equipment like that because I want this channel to be about DIYers. So we will be introducing this $85 scope. That's right, $85. And you're gonna be looking at the same waveform pattern as I looked at. The only thing you're not going to be able to have, well, if you get a wiring diagram, you can look that up also. But that is cool. That is cool. We're definitely going to do this. Any kind of questions or comments, be sure to put them in the comments section below, or you can email me direct to tim@astralautorepairs.com. Also, let me know your input on how Zion did on the distributor cap, the ability to diagnose something, not diagnose the problem, but be able to come into a problem solver when the distributor cap was stuck, and his camera angles. Let me know how his recording on the camera angles do. Any kind of improvement you suggest, be sure to put them out there. He always looking at the comments. All right, guys and girls, this is Timmy from Astral Auto Repairs. If we can't repair it, nobody can. We'll see you next time.